I want you to feel everything. Every loss, every win, every heartbreak, every second of pure joy. Not because pain is enjoyable, but because the version of you that feels nothing has nothing left to give anyone else. Think about the last time someone truly moved you. A conversation, a moment, a piece of news that hit you so hard you had to sit down. That feeling that's not weakness. That's the raw material every great communicator, every great leader, every great parent is built from. You cannot hand someone a fire you never lit inside yourself first. If you want to move the world has to move you first. To make someone laugh, your own spirit still has to know what laughter feels like. To make someone cry, you have to still remember what it's like to care about something so much it hurts. This is why the most powerful people in any room are rarely the coldest ones. They're the ones who let life in and somehow still function. So stop building walls. Here's the trap almost nobody sees coming. The same wall you build to keep out heartbreak is the exact same wall that keeps out joy. You don't get to choose one and not the other. There's no filter that only blocks pain. You either open the door completely or you live behind it, safe, comfortable, and completely empty. And empty people don't change lives. They just get through the day. Absorb the moment you're in right now, whatever it is. Maybe you're sitting across from a kid trying to figure out who they are. Maybe you're in a room full of investors who don't believe in you yet. Maybe you're at a kitchen table having the hardest conversation of your marriage. It doesn't matter who it is or what it's about, give it everything. Because the version of you that stays numb through all of it ends up with nothing left to offer the one person who actually needed you to show up. Here's a test. Think about the people you admire most. Not the richest, not the most famous. The ones who actually left a mark on you. I'd bet money none of them were emotionally flat. Every single one of them felt things deeply and let you see it. That's not an accident. That's the mechanism. Now, technique number 2, review your steps. Most people live their entire lives without ever looking back at what just happened to them. They wake up, they run through the day, they collapse into bed, and the day just disappears. No lesson extracted, no pattern noticed, just gone, like it never happened. Here's how you fix that. At the end of each day, sit for 5 quiet minutes, no phone, no noise. Rewind the day like a film. Who did you talk to? What did they actually say? What did you feel in that exact moment, and why? You'll be shocked how much you missed the first time around, simply because you were moving too fast to notice it. Do the same thing at the end of every week, but go deeper. Set aside a proper block of quiet time and ask yourself, what actually happened this week that mattered? Not what was on your calendar, what actually shifted something in you or around you? At the end of the month, take half a day. Go through your calendar, your conversations, your wins, your failures. Look for the pattern nobody else can see but you, because you're the only one who lived every single day of it. And once a year, this is the one that changes everything. Go back through the last several years of your life, the breakthroughs, the total collapses, the moments you'd rather forget. Why put yourself through that? Because that history isn't just memory, it's currency. It's something you can spend. You'll use it in your next hard conversation, your next pitch, your next moment where someone needs to hear that you've actually been through something real. Nobody trusts a person who's never been tested. Your history is what makes you credible. Don't let that history slip away unused. Review it, extract the lesson, keep it sharp and ready. Then walk out of that quiet room and go execute, because now you're not guessing. You're operating on evidence, not hope. Technique 3. Execute while it's hot. Here's the part almost everyone gets wrong. You leave a moment like this inspired, fired up, ready to change your life, and you tell yourself, I'll build the plan tomorrow, once I've calmed down and thought it through properly. That sentence has killed more good ideas than any competitor, any recession, any bad year ever could. Your motivation has a shelf life. It's not permanent. The second you walk out of this room, out of this feeling, that fire already starts cooling. Not because you're weak, because that's simply how motivation works. It's a spike, not a plateau. So the plan doesn't get built later, it gets built right now, while your chest is still tight with whatever it is you're feeling. Pick up a pen, write down the 3 calls you need to make this week, the 1 habit you're going to start tomorrow morning, not next Monday. The conversation you've been avoiding for 6 months. Do it now, while the heat is still real. Because in 3 days, the version of you reading this back will feel nothing. And nothing doesn't build anything. Technique 4, and this is the one most people skip entirely. Give it away. The moment you learn something that could genuinely change someone else's life, hand it over. Don't sit on it. Don't wait until you feel successful enough to have earned the right to teach it. This isn't charity, and it isn't ego, it's strategy. And here's the actual mechanism behind it. The people who give consistently end up receiving the most, because nothing builds trust, reputation, and opportunity faster than value you handed someone with no expectation of return. Think about it practically. The mentor who took 20 minutes to explain something to you for free, you remember them for life. You recommend them, you come back to them, you send other people their way. That 20 minutes turned into years of return, and they probably never even calculated it that way. They just gave because they had it to give. Hoard your knowledge and you quietly starve, not because the knowledge runs out, but because nobody comes back to someone who never gave them anything. Share it generously and you build something that outlives any single transaction, any single deal, any single year. So become a student of everything. Study people, study money, study your own limits, and then study how to push past them. Build something around the people you love that nothing outside can knock down. Not a bad year, not a bad decision, not bad luck. And write this down. Your current direction determines your destination. You cannot change where you end up tonight. That takes time. But you absolutely can change your direction tonight, this very hour. Shift it even slightly, and within a week, you'll feel the difference. Give it a full year, and the shift will be almost unrecognizable from where you started. But direction alone isn't enough. You need a strategy underneath it. A big vision without a real plan is just a wish with better lighting. Break it down, point by point, day by day, habit by habit. Nobody built anything real off inspiration alone. They built it off inspiration plus a plan. They actually followed on the boring days too. And you need patience with time itself. Real growth doesn't move on your schedule. It moves on its own. Give your business time to find its shape. Give your kids time to become who they're becoming. And here's the one almost nobody grants themselves. Give your own growth time too. Don't quit on yourself halfway through the process just because week 3 feels slower than week 1. Nothing that matters assembles itself overnight. Not a team, not a skill, not a life. Now here's a method that will solve almost any hard problem you're facing, and it works every single time you actually use it properly. Take a physical sheet of paper. Draw a line straight down the middle. On the left side, write the problem clearly, specifically, without softening it or dressing it up to feel better. Yes, this means sitting with something uncomfortable for a minute. That's not negativity, that's diagnosis. No doctor ever cured anything by refusing to look at the symptom. On the right side, you're going to build the answer using 3 questions, asked strictly in this order because the order is the entire point. Question 1. What can I do about this myself, right now, with what I already have? Don't skip straight to asking someone else. You don't just need the solution to this one problem. You need the actual muscle of having solved it yourself. Here's why that matters more than people think. A transaction is temporary, but a skill is permanent. Every time you work through something on your own, you're not just closing today's problem. You're quietly building the exact ability that solves the next 10 problems before they even fully form. Question 2. Only if the first one genuinely doesn't crack it. What could I go read, watch, or study? Somewhere, someone has already lived through almost exactly what you're facing right now, and they wrote it down. An entire book might exist built specifically around your exact roadblock. Go find it before you assume no answer exists. Question 3, and only after you've actually tried the first 2. Who could I ask? Help absolutely exists, and there's no shame in needing it, but don't make it your opening move. Here's the part people miss. The people capable of seriously helping you can tell, almost instantly, whether you tried to help yourself first. That's the real filter. Show up having already fought the problem and doors open. Show up asking someone to think for you before you've thought at all, and you'll notice how much colder the room gets. You need the struggle before you get the shortcut. Not because struggle is noble for its own sake, but because the struggle is literally what builds the version of you capable of handling the next problem alone, faster, with more confidence than you had this time. So here's what I'm asking of you. Whatever you've learned in your own hard years, pass it on. Whatever mistake cost you something real, use that exact scar to save someone else the same pain. Right now, somewhere, there is a person stuck exactly where you used to be stuck, quietly waiting for the one piece of information you already have sitting in your head. Don't hold on to it a moment longer than you have to. Go find them and give it away.